What is up? It's your girl Simone Sharice here. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel before you leave this video. So to get started with this video, we are working with MyFirstWig. Okay, now MyFirstWig is exactly what it sounds like. It's for beginners. Okay, your first wig. So the whole point of MyFirstWig is it's supposed to be easy. You take it out the box, you put it on your head. There's not much to do to it. You get straight to the point and boom, you're slaying. You look good. Okay, that's the whole point of MyFirstWig, right? That being said, you still have to cut the lace off, okay? And that's something that a lot of people don't know how to do. I have other videos on it, but I'm gonna actually show you guys a very updated tutorial on how I cut my lace. So this video is only about how to cut the lace off of a lace frontal wig because it's important. How you cut the wig determines how natural it will look. You want to know how to cut it in a way where it's not too jagged, it's not too straight, and it looks natural and kind of blends in and melts with your skin. I've been really doing glueless, okay, and gelless, I should say. No glue, no hairspray, and no gel. So today we're gonna try to do that as well with this wig, which I might not even show you guys that part because again, this is about how to cut the lace. So let's get started on this video. First, what I like to do is inspect the wig while the camera is rolling, okay? I like to show you guys how it looks. I like to show you guys what I received. This is a texture unit. Yo, they are just on it. I mean, honestly, it's grown to be one of my favorite textures. Like, it looks so natural, it looks so real, it looks so good, and it feels good, and it does not tangle as often. So it's one of my favorite types of hairs. The knots are bleached, so I'm so thankful for that because I can go straight into showing you guys how to do what it do. And it is also pre-plucked. Pre-plucked meaning they kind of already thinned out the front so that it looks nice and natural for me, okay? They also gave me a pre-part, okay? Pre-part meaning it's already in the middle part. If I want, I can still change it because it is a lace frontal wig. Oh wait, this is a full lace wig. I can still change it. It also has a deep part, meaning when I say a deep part, you can part from here all the way down to the back or the middle of your head. If it wasn't a full lace wig, you'd only be stopping to like right here. You can actually part from here all the way back here, okay? They put lace in the back of the wig. Go ahead and cut that out. If you don't cut it out, it's gonna be very itchy. I just cut the lace on the back straight across. They put a headband in here. Headband is really important. Okay, now let's look at this. By the way, guys, make sure your hot comb is turned on from now so that it's getting nice and heated up for when we are ready to use it. Okay, so when you're cutting the lace, the first step and the most important step that you want to make sure you do first is you want to focus on the lace near your ears. Okay, so when you first get a lace frontal wig, what they do is they make the lace a little longer because some people have longer hairlines, they have a wider head, they have a bigger head, they have a smaller head. So they actually make it a little bit longer so that you can actually customize it to your liking. Obviously, if this is a 13th inch as far as length, frontal, my hairline is really 8 inches, so we want to go ahead and cut off the excess. Really important to cut the lace off that is above your ear because that kind of determines on how flat the lace will lay, and then it also determines how comfortable your wig will be when you're wearing it. So if you have extra lace over it and you don't cut off enough, it's just going to be so uncomfortable for the rest of the night, okay? So we don't want that. Make sure it's directly on top of your hairline. You want to slide it up a little more, but careful not to minimize the forehead. Next, you can see it's too long. It's making my ears curl. Take your trusty comb, rat tail to be exact. My ear is right here. You just want to follow the shape of your ear by create a part. When you do that, it will look like this. Now you can go ahead and follow that part that you made, or you're gonna cut that off. Now careful not to cut too short because the worst thing you could possibly do is actually have your lace stop up here and then you have your, like, you know, your little edges sticking out. You want your lace to stop right where the ear is, which is why it's important to go in a rounded motion versus a straight motion. So if you're totally confused, don't worry, I'm gonna show you. My butterfly clip, you're gonna need this. This is so important and crucial. And I part down because some people like to keep a sideburn. They like to keep a little bit of lace right here just so that it looks natural. If they do want to have, like, you know, that little, like, that little swoopy swoop thing. So you can see we have the part over the ears and left off with this pointy part right here, aka the sideburn. Pin this hair up and get it out the way. Make sure you don't cut the elastic band that's underneath. Make sure you're not cutting too much into the construction of the cap. Just follow the part that you made. You might cut some of the hair in the process. That's okay. See? And then you can see it's fitting like an actual cap, which is what we're looking for. So if you do feel like your ears are still bending and you're just like, no, I can feel it, trim off a teeny bit more, but be very careful, because it's kind of like wing eyeliner when you know your line is straight but you keep going back to fix it, and then it just gets more and more and more thicker and messed up. That can be the case with your lace wig. So what will happen is you'll think like, oh, it's still bothering. You'll think like, oh my god, it's still like bothering me. Trim off a teeny bit. If that does happen, if it does happen, which it might happen if you're new to the game, you can just always readjust your wig a little bit and let it fit perfect, but you just might have to change your part if it was originally in the middle. So again, go ahead and cut the other side. Do the same exact practices. Now we're only left with the lace right here. Determine if you want to pluck more hair, okay? If you do want to pluck more hair, I always say keep the lace on first and put it on a canvas head. That way, if when you are plucking, you can put the T-pins into the canvas head right here, and that will give you more room to pluck. So this would be the stage for you to go ahead and do any extra plucking, which I'm gonna do. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I plucked it to my liking. So now on to the main portion of the lace. So what I like to do, some people say that you should do it jagged, some people say you should do it straight. I used to do mine straight, I still do sometimes. It's whatever I want to do for my head or whatever fits my head. So I like to do in between. I do jaggedy, straighty, okay? I'm making up my own words here. So what I'm gonna do is make sure you have your hair just kind of like going back. You want it out of your hair, out of your face and out of your way. Get a nice sharp scissors, or you can use a razor blade. And the only reason why I'm not gonna use that in this video is because honestly, I don't use it all the time. So I'm not gonna use it in this video. I mostly use the scissors. You can see the lace is kind of sticking down. You can tell when the lace is not going to stick down because it will be out like this. But because we have a headband, it's already down, so it makes our life a little bit easier. I'm going to just put this hair behind my ears. I don't cut too close to the lace, but I don't leave a lot of lace on. I like to cut a little bit right here. So I'm just going to follow the hairline. And you can see I said jaggedy, but not jaggedy straighty, okay? So we're going to go in, out. They kind of just doing a zigzag, but not small zigzags. And I do this because it's a little, it just makes it look a little more natural. So you can see how it's looking right now. It looks a little more natural rather than just a straight line, especially if you did not pluck the hairline properly. Again, we're doing motions like this, which you can do with a razor blade, you could do with a razor comb, you could do it or whatever. I'm just not gonna do that. And it's done! Okay, so look at my lace up close. We took off a lot. So you can see, first of all, the lace blends in my skin too much because I'm having a hard time showing you guys, which is not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing. But if you look really up close, you can see the lace. I kept on a teeny bit of the lace. You can see a very little bit. If you're going day to day and you just see that you want to take off more lace, then go ahead and do it. But don't just like cut it off. Like example, right here we have a little piece right here. You could just literally, I like to make a shape like this when that happens. So I'm just gonna go in and just make it look a little more natural. And look, that's exactly how you cut your lace. It's super easy and it's right to the point, and there's literally not much work involved when it comes to cutting your lace. It's just kind of going in a motion like this. That's what I do, but go close to your hairline but not that close, if that makes sense, okay? guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys really learned how to cut your lace. So it was super easy. I try to make it as easy as possible for you guys, especially for my beginners. I get a lot of beginners, so I try to make it into steps so you guys can follow along. But this is the end result with the wig from MyFirstWig. So up close, let's have a look-see at that lace cut. This lace blends in so good with my skin, but you have the full-blown side. The curl line that I use and the hot comb that I use will be down below in case you guys are interested, but it gave me these nice like loose body beachy waves and curls. So yeah, see you guys, bye.